Hey everyone, it's Ree from Untamed Outlaws. So this is our most recent recap. I missed a couple because there was a maintenance break and I just got a little bit behind. So I'm glad I was able to catch this one. We lost, but it was a great war. Nice job to the Awesomesauce clan. They were some pretty cool guys. They actually came over afterwards and talked to us a bit. So it was definitely a well-fought war. Basically, they just 3-starred everything except our top Town Hall 10, and we just couldn't quite pull that off. So we left. There's 2 Town Hall 10s on the board, and then this Town Hall 9 here. I think it was hit like 12 times, and it's even a Town Hall 8.5. It has no expos, but all of its defenses are maxed. So that base just was not doing it for us at all. So I have quite a few attacks to show you, so I think I'm going to split them up and do Town Hall 9 attacks and then Town Hall 8 attacks. But I will show you this one Town Hall 10 because I did get a comment of not showing Town Hall 10s, even though Tino actually just left us today. But I will show his attack anyways because I don't show very many 3-star Town Hall 10s. It is a Town Hall 9.5, but still it was a 3-star, so figured I would show it. So Tino drops the Quakes right there to open it up. Also hits the Expos, which is always a plus when you can do that. Starts his kill squad down from the bottom with the golems and just letting everything kind of funnel in there, and then sends all of his Valks in. Drops the rage and a heal right there for everything to keep him moving through. Another rage over there so the Valks bust through the wall. Most of his Valks made it around to the outside, but his Queen is still up, and he's got a couple other Valks down there that Golem is doing a little tanking for him. So I'll speed it up just a hair. So even though he got a 3-star, it actually was very close. I remember at this point because I was watching it live, I wasn't sure if he was going to get it because you never know if something just started targeting that queen. It could be game over for him. He ended up getting in there. He had everything was just about out of health, and then it was down just to his queen to get those last 2. And I think he was running real short of time too, but ended up getting the 3-star there. So that's a Town Hall 10 attack that I just wanted to show you. So the next one I got here is this against number 4. So as Juggernaut doing the GHBH or HB, I forget. I couldn't even think of what it's called. I've seen it called 2 different ways. Basically, just the letters switched around. So he came in from the corner with his giants and the healers and the king, and then the bowlers kind of started walking around. Queen started to walk too, but she ended up coming back in there. Got really the full benefit of that rage. I think just about all of his troops were raged with that. Used another one to get them to finish busting through that wall and take out that expo, and then start sending in the hogs there while the giants and king are tanking for it. Lost most of his bowlers, but The healers stayed right with the giants there, even though there's, looks like 4. Well, there's still quite a few. I thought there was only 4. So he was real patient with his hogs, sent some more in, dropped the heal spell there perfectly. The queen still has pretty close to full health. She's just been taking care of trash buildings and picking things off in the back. And he still has 1 heal spell left. And that is it for defenses. So I remember watching this and thinking that it was just a perfect attack. I mean, look at how many troops he has left. Tons of hogs. His giants are still all up. His healers are up. Both heroes were at full health. So that was a perfect example of that attack. So this next one is here by Awesomesauce, and he is doing the same attack. Again, and likes to drop 2 different streams of giants and put a couple healers on each one, except in this time the healers ended up grouping down with the one, and then they're all gonna end up going together anyway since that wall busted open. So gets in there where that queen is. The king and the bowlers are gonna take it out, drops the jump, and the CC troops start coming out. Lost a couple healers there to the air defense, but started sending the hogs in down there where the bowlers and the king were at. Hits the double bomb, so makes some bacon. So he only has a few hogs left. Drops his last heal. Smart choice right there while they're taking out that expo. The other set of double bombs goes off by the giants, but they're still doing okay with the healers. Even though he lost another healer there to that last air defense while they were hitting it. But he's still doing pretty good here because his queen is getting the tanking from the giants, so she's able just to stay behind, and same with that bowler, and just pick things off as they go, so there's not a lot of cleanup left. That is one thing I've noticed about this attack, is that unlike with the Valks or hogs, is you always end up having all these trash buildings around. With this attack, it's like where it ends is where it ends. That's everything is going to be cleaned up. As you can see, they got this last compartment and then just a few things that are on the outside, and speed it up just a little right here. That is it. Ends up making it through with his queen. Only had 1 giant left and 1 bowler, but that was enough. And I watched this one too, and it was real close on time, and I remember thinking, oh, he's got to get through this wall just to get the 1 builder hut in the middle. I think he had like 3 seconds left or something crazy. So just to show you this base, because I had said that we hit it like 12 times. So this is the base when, oh, I am totally not talking about the right one, because this has expos. What was I thinking? We must have 3-starred it, and I'd have to go look. Alright, so I guess I'm not as prepared for this war recap, trying to hurry and do it. So this is the next one. This was my attack, where I just do a queen walk and the mass valk, basically. So started my queen walk down at the bottom because I knew with this army camp right here that she would end up going the direction that I wanted her to go. Sent my Valks in when there was nothing left, no possible way for them to troll, but just to go right up there in the center. And I remember after I started this attack, I realized I normally take 1 rage, 2 heal, and a jump. And this one I ended up with 2 rage and 2 heal. So, but I actually was able to make it work. I just let him bust through the walls. So I like to wait till they're stuck on a wall, and then I drop the heal enough where it gets them in the wall, and then also we'll heal them as they go into that compartment like that. At this point, I still had a rage spell left just because I'm not used to taking 2 rage, so I wasn't really sure. And I think I had I had been keeping my eye on the queen, thinking, well, I'll use it on the queen and the healers if I have to. But we got to this point right here where there was still a lot of the defenses left, so I went ahead and dropped the rage right there. Again, it just is barely picking them up on the outside of the wall, so then they break through the wall and are able to still get the full value of the spell. So that was another 3-star. Yeah, we'll go ahead and show it. I wasn't really planning on it, but why not? I don't think I watched this one, so I don't remember how he went, and also I didn't look ahead of time. But same concepts. Send your giants in, make sure the healers are on them, drop your heroes, bowlers behind them. On the queen side, drop the rage down to really kind of push them in there. I'm going to take care of that queen. Use the poison on the queen to kind of slow her down. Use another rage spell right there, saving the heal for his hogs, but at this point he's already all the way into the core, so really it's just getting the hogs going, this time working them in the counterclockwise way around. Able to use the heal there that helps all of the troops since the healers are down. And at this point the base is pretty much done. He has a heal. I don't even think he needed to use it right there, but better to be safe than sorry. And there's a few more trash buildings to clean up than, like I said in the last one, but still nothing compared to what you see in the other attacks where a lot of times all the way around the base there's still things to clean up. Okay, so it was this one. It was 9. I didn't go down far enough. That. I got a 96% doing a Go La Lune. I just ran out of time. But this base right here, like I said, it was attacked 12 times. They had, there's double bombs kind of in this, right in front of the sweeper here. And then on this other side of the mortar there, basically right where the queen is standing. And people hit it with Go Vaho numerous times, and it just wasn't happening. We had a 95% and then my 96%. So that is a nice base for not having expos, even though it does have max defenses. So just showing you that real quick. So here's the next one that I'm going to show, next 3-star attack by ABC. This was his fresh hit on number 10. Doing a Go Vaho with Quake. Sends a couple hogs in to pull the CC out. And then he's going to bring him over here to this right corner. I'm not really sure why he decided to go in on that side. The queen isn't on that side, and I feel like there's a lot of trash buildings right there. But ABC is one of our players that I honestly don't really know how he plans his attacks. I haven't really quite been able to figure out what his plan is when he goes in, and sometimes he pulls it off and sometimes he doesn't. So he did get a 3-star on this one though, but it just seems like an awful lot of trash buildings there to create to be able to make the funnel. Drops the Quake so the core is wide open. Heal there, I'm not really sure about that placement. You were healing your golem and your king. The Valks did end up going into it, so I guess they got some of the benefit from it. Start sending his hogs in. There was another heal, and that one did get quite a few of the Valks, if not the whole pack, along with hogs as well. So at this point, he is out of spells. He pulled the CC out, didn't use the poison on him, so he does have double poison left, which isn't going to do him any good, but he ends up getting this 3-star, leaving that like that. So I think that he really got this right here because he had that golem, and all of those defenses over there were hitting that golem. So even though he only had a couple hogs, and they're going to end up dying here in just a second, he still had a pack of Valks left and the queen, and they all just ended up meeting there at the top corner and being able to take everything out. And then they did have to bust all the way through walls just to come down here to get this one hut. So the next one here is Dooner. This was his first attack. This clan, they had a lot of 8.5s, so they really pushed that. I think that 6 of their Town Hall 9s were actually 8.5s. And this base is real similar to a Town Hall 8 base that you'll see. I think it just was kind of expanded on it. So pulled the CC out, brought him up to the top corner. Drop the golem in and the whiz to create the funnel, take care of that CC with the queen. Had a nice jump spell placement right there. Able to get the Valks into quite a few compartments. And he starts sprinkling his hogs in there around the outside. Still has 2 heal spells left. Lost quite a few right there before they could get in the heal, whether it was to spring traps or defenses. But he still has quite a few hogs left that he's sending in around the outside. And still has the 1 heal spell left that as soon as they get that wizard tower down, he's going to drop it right in the center there. Barbs took out the town hall. That's always a nice thing to see. And I'll just speed it up. So, good example of what I was saying is see how many trash buildings are left with the Govaho attack compared to that GHBH attack. Still, nice attack by Dooner. Good 3-star. I just want to make sure before I show this replay. Yes, that this was a Town Hall 9. So this was IO News' first attack on a Town Hall 9. Kind of an interesting base setup. He also went with a Govaho with Quake. Opted not to try to draw the CC since they had this mortar and this cannon right here on the outside. Just went ahead and went for it. And also, there was a hound in there. This might not have been a fresh hit. We did have some Town Hall 8s that were doing some scouting attacks. So he might have known it was a hound in there, and that's why he didn't draw it out. So the hound ended up following the Valks, but the queen is locked on it, so it's going to bust open here in a minute. Even as it's following them around. Starts sending some of his hogs in. A Tesla farm pops up right there, so he goes ahead and drops a heal. Still has the pups kind of chasing things, but the wizards just cleaned up the last bit. Sends in the last few of his hogs there, and I know he's going to plan on using that last heal when they all get in there with those 3 wizard towers. Speed this up just a little bit. It's able to take out the rest of the defenses, and then just with all those troops left, easily took out the rest of the trash buildings for a 3-star. Still had both his heroes up. So, was this one a Town Hall 9? Let's see. Yeah, this one is too. So see, they had a lot of Town Hall 9s, which were Town Hall 8s, but it was a Town Hall 9 attacking it, so I'll show it. This is a really compact base. Also a Govaho with a Quake, which is a good choice if you're going to do Valks and have a really compact base, is use a Quake to try to open it up a little bit so they're not stuck busting through walls. This one also had a Hound in it, and I'm also pretty confident that it had already been hit before White Ninja took it on, so he knew that it was a Hound in there. Sends basically a whole pack of hogs in, almost spamming style. It's too fast to really be considered surgical, but at this point, I mean, this base is already almost done. Drops the heal there for him. He kind of has troops all over the place. Valks here, Wiz there. Tries to get the pups in the poison. Might have taken out a couple of them, but it's hard to get them in the poison once that Hound pops. So I'll go ahead and speed this up here. Still had one defense left, and his hogs are all dead, but it's sitting there hitting that golem and nothing else, so the king gets in there and grabs it. And then the rest is just cleaning everything up. I do believe that is the last Town Hall 9. I know that this one's a Town Hall 9, but I attacked it with my Town Hall 8 account, so I'll show you that in another recap. I'll just do a part 2. I didn't want this one to be too long. So that is it, guys. I hope that you like the attacks that I showed you, and you'll see our Town Hall 8 attacks in my next one.